Welcome into a special edition of Locked on Astros, where you're going to hear from Dusty Baker, Martin Maldonado, and Cristian Javier on the eve of Game 3 of the ALCS prior to their workout at Globe Life Field. Let's start now.
Welcome to Locked on Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Heisman and Brett Htown Wheelhouse Chansey.
Hey everybody, welcome into a special postseason ALCS edition of Locked on Astros. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. You can find me at Htown Wheelhouse on X, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me at Stros411 on X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Always positive, always Stros. You can find the show at Locked on Astros on X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Wherever you get your podcasts, we're free and easy to listen to. We're your only daily Astros podcast, and this episode is brought to you by FanDuel. That's right. Make every moment more right now. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon to get started. And I won't spend a whole lot of time talking about this before. I'll let Dusty Baker say his thing. But these are the words of Dusty Baker, again, Martin Maldonado, and Cristian Javier. This was given on the eve of the Game 3 ALCS. Check it out. Let's hear what Dusty has to say as he fields questions about Kyle Tucker, about the starter for Game 4, and where he sees his team being 0-2 right now in the ALCS.
Hey, Dusty, is there any scenario under which you'd use Verlander on short rest in this series?
We haven't even talked about it. No, we're just trying to win this game tomorrow. So, I mean, if it presents itself, then we'll see. But right now, we haven't even discussed it.
Go to Brian in the middle.
How crucial is it that Kyle Tucker gets going, and what do you think his issues have been at the plate here during the playoffs?
Well, I mean, it's not the first star that's had a tough playoffs. I remember when I was a kid, Orlando Cepeda he was the MVP. He had a tough one. And, I had a tough one after I hurt my hand in 81. So, Tuck's going to get going. We had a good conversation today. And, for a temporary situation, I might move him down the order, try to take a little bit off of him. And so, we'll see. And there are a few guys, we need to get going, or, we all need to get going.
We'll go in the front, Steven.
Dusty, clearly 0-2 is not where you want to be, but the comfort of coming in this building where you guys have had success, not only that series in September, but just the success, how much do you draw off that, and how much does what you guys did here in September kind of still reign in your mind?
I don't know. I haven't talked to the guys about it. All I know is that, certain place that you go, you feel very comfortable as a hitter offensively. And I know our guys see the ball well here. And so, the way we look at it, I mean, we were one hit in each game away from winning those games, so we could be 2-0, but we're not. But it gives comfort in the fact that, we know how close we are to getting it together.
Go to Adam on the left.
Dusty, the other day you and I talked about, momentum and how real it is. The fact that you guys haven't had a lead in this series, the fact that Texas has that winning streak, how much more crucial is that for you guys to maybe feel some of that success early on in tomorrow's game?
I don't know. I want to feel success at the end of the game. That's all I'm worried about, and I've been on all kind of scenarios. I've been up 2-0 and lost. I've been down 2-0 and won. I've been down as a player 3 games, back with 3 games to go, and we tied it up. So it's like, I'm not going to give it to him yet.
All right, go back to Gabe on the left.
Dusty, from your experiences with Max, what are his emotions like before and during a start of this magnitude?
He doesn't talk too much, you know. He's kind of like Verlander. I mean, they're very similar. Just leave them alone. And they're intense. They're concentrated. They're focused. And you know, a lot of the good ones, they don't. You know, they're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You don't really talk to them on days that they pitch.
Go in the middle of Matt.
Hi, Dusty. Just first, how did Kyle just handle the idea of moving down temporarily? And then for you, when what's sort of maybe the tipping point to make a decision like that, just knowing how productive he's been kind of over the course of the year?
Well, tipping point has to be he and Serger hadn't had a very good understanding, you know, and you know, just like Bruce moved the first baseman down. Last time we saw him, he was hitting third. You know, and just sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and hope it's temporary. You know. Yeah, so it's a tipping point. It takes a while to get to whatever that time you're gonna make that move, and also the fact that you got some guys that are swinging better ahead of them. You know, and Michael's had pretty good success against Serger. I mean, I wrestle at night and don't sleep sometimes trying to figure out different lineups. That's all I do.
Go on the right here with Matt.
Given how good Javier has been as a postseason pitcher, and given the team situation being down, if he does not come out sharp, who's the next guy up?
Man, I don't know. I'm serious. I mean, you guys play these different scenarios, and most of them are negative results. I deal with positive results, and then if the negatives show up, then I'll worry about it when I get there.
Go on the right with Chandler.
Dusty, how crucial is it in the series going forward to maybe get to their starters, to maybe make Boch use some more relievers? It seems like he's relying on 2 or 3 relievers. How important is it to get to their starters?
Well, it's always important to get to the starter. Always, whether it's this series or any other series. The only thing is in the playoffs is that they have like 3 or 4 other starters down in the bullpen. They just happen to be in the bullpen. You know, they got Dunning, they got Haney. I mean, so it's not like during the regular season that when you get to a guy's bullpen, because you could be getting to the bullpen and actually get to a guy a better starter than who's starting.
Go in the front, run the right with Hazel.
Dusty, being down 2-1, certainly different than being down 3-0. So as you go into Game 3, what is the balance between being aggressive and managing the way you have been, because that's what got you here?
Well, I believe I'm always aggressive, but you got to be aggressive without running into like traps or suicide mission. You know what I mean? And so, again, I am not thinking about being down 3-0. That's the last thing on my mind. I mean, my mindset is to be down 2-1, and then be even 2-2, and then hopefully get to 3-2, and then hopefully get to the World Series. That's how my mind thinks.
Go in the middle with Matt.
Just have you guys designated a Game 4 starter?
No, not yet. You know, if you don't recall, nobody. If I had that mindset, we wouldn't have be here where we are as a division, because people were writing us off as a wild card, and they said we had a 5% chance of winning the division or whatever it was. So it's like I got a totally different mindset than most people.
Anything else for Dusty? Adam, on the left.
Follow up on the wrestling with the lineups. I mean, does it keep you up at night if you come to the lineup this summer? You told us you thought long and hard about Urquidy in Game 4 of the DS2.
No, it doesn't keep me up at night. It just wakes me up. I can go to sleep quicker than any man you ever seen. My wife's talking to me in 30 seconds I'm asleep. But I'm what they call a mid-sleep insomniac. I had a friend of mine who's a clinical psychologist, and I was asking him, why do I do that? And he says, I was a mid-sleep insomniac, meaning that you can go to sleep quick, but you can't stay asleep. So 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, if anybody here mid-sleep insomniac, yeah, then that's what wakes me up. Sometimes Malty wake me up. Now he's here, I might be dreaming. Okay.
All right.
You love Dusty there. He ends the press conference with a giggle and just answers questions the way Dusty does. That's why we do our Thoughts by Dusty bit here on Locked on Astros. But just to talk just a little bit about what he said, look, he's looking positive. He's not looking about being down 3-0. He's looking at being 2-1, 2-2, taking the lead, going back to Houston. So he's got the mindset that you want your manager to have. So we're going to listen to Cristian Javier after this message. October baseball is back, and you can make your postseason debut with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Join FanDuel today, and you'll get started. To get started with a $200 in bonus bets guaranteed, all you have to do is place a $5 bet. That's right, a $5 bet and you get a $200 bonus bets guaranteed in your account. Just visit fanduel.com/lockedon to create your new account. Then you can get in the action from the first pitch until the final out. Bet on everything from strikeouts to home runs and who will win the game. And if you don't want to wait the whole game to get the W, predict what will happen in the next at bat with quick bets. So head over to fanduel.com/lockedon right now and step up to the plate this postseason with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Make sure you listen to the Astros play the Rangers on Wednesday, Game 3 of the ALCS, 7:03 p.m. Catch all the hometown play calls on SiriusXM. Go to the SXM app, search Astros. All right, let's go ahead and get to the words of the man, El Reptile, Cristian Javier.
Started with Cristian Javier and interpreter Jenlo Herrera. Start on the right with Chandler.
Christian, it looked like a lot of the guys in the bullpen and on the pitching staff yesterday were dressed in cowboy hats and Western kind of theme to come here. Who picked out your outfit, and how do you think everyone looked?
¿Quién fue que cogió cómo ustedes se vistieron ayer? Los muchachos que estaban vestidos como vaqueros. ¿Y cómo tú piensas que se vieron ustedes?
Para mí nos vimos súper bien. Y quien cogió eso fue Abreu, quien hizo la idea. Y bueno, nos vestimos toditos, nos pusimos un conjunto, como siempre apoyándonos uno al otro.
Yeah, I thought we looked great. The one of the idea was Abreu, and like always, we all decided to dress together, and like always, just supporting one of another.
Brian Abreu or Jose Abreu?
Brian Abreu.
Go to Brian in the middle.
Considering you guys are down 2-0, what's your mindset entering this start compared to in the World Series last year when it was 2-1 and also was a game that you guys really needed to have?
¿Cuál es tu mentalidad entrando a este juego de mañana, estando bajo en la serie 2-0, comparado a tu mentalidad el año pasado a la serie mundial, que también está uno bajo en la serie?
Como siempre, venía al terreno, venía a tratar de dar lo mejor de mí, sobre todo poner todo de la mano de Papá Dios, que Él sea quien tome el guía de todos nosotros y quien sea quien nos esté dando la victoria. Simplemente salir al terreno, salir a competir, manteniéndonos enfocados, y el objetivo es tratar de tener la victoria siempre y cuando sea la voluntad de Dios.
And like always, just trying to go out there and give the do my best in my ability. Obviously, always put it in God's hands, and if He let Him be the one to guide us, and if He decides that we get tomorrow's win, so be it. But for me, I'm always going to go out there, try to go out and compete, and hopefully try to get that win.
Go back here on the left.
Martin was talking about how you seem to be relaxed in these big moments, in these big games. What allows you to do that?
Martín mencionó que tú te ves siempre relajado en estos momentos grandes, en estos juegos. ¿Qué te da habilidad a ti para hacer eso?
Bueno, eso es algo que yo he tenido, eso es algo normal en mí. Algo que, ¿sabes? Yo no lo he trabajado ni nada, simplemente que algo normal en mí. Yo simplemente luego tengo que salir a tratar de competir, no tener de que apresurarme, porque eso no es mi juego. Mi juego es mantenerme tratado calmado y tratar de salir hacia adelante.
You know, that's just something that's been within me. That's not really something I've worked on in the past, but, you know, my job obviously is just try to go out there, not let the game speed up on me, and just try to stay relaxed.
Going back right, Danielle.
You've been around Brian Abreu for a long time now. How would you describe his emotions before and after, and I guess during his appearances compared to your own?
Tú has estado alrededor de Brian Abreu mucho tiempo. ¿Cómo tú describirás las emociones de él cuando antes de entrar al juego, cuando está pichando y después cuando sale del juego?
Bueno, para mí él está haciendo tremendo trabajo, se mantiene firme, se mantiene en su objetivo, sabe lo que está haciendo. Ha estado bastante enfocado durante la temporada y ahora en los playoffs, sabe el compromiso que tiene y ha venido haciendo un excelente trabajo. Estamos muy contentos y muy orgullosos por ese trabajo que él ha venido haciendo.
You know, for me, he's done a great job. He always holds firm. He knows, you know, he's been doing it the whole regular season. He knows what he needs to do here as well in the postseason. And, you know, we're extremely happy and extremely proud of him, everything that he's been able to do this year.
Go in the middle, Disha.
What, if anything, did you learn about the Rangers' offense watching these last two games?
¿Qué tú aprendiste sobre la ofensiva de los Rangers viendo estos primeros dos juegos?
Nada, yo veo que ellos están haciendo un tremendo trabajo y que, ¿sabes? Están muy contentos. La cosa le está saliendo súper bien.
You know, I've seen that they've been doing a really good job. You know, they look like they're happy and things have been going well for them.
Go in the second row or left, Adam.
Chris, we've heard the nickname El Reptile for a couple years. Wondering how you feel about the nickname, and do you have any history or relationships with reptiles?
¿Cómo tú te sientes sobre el apodo del reptil? ¿Y tú tienes relaciones con reptiles de verdad?
Yo me siento bastante bien, ¿sabes? Algo que eso no me afecta y eso es algo que, ¿sabes? Me siento bien cuando me mencionan ese nombre y todo bien, simplemente mantenerme enfocado. Sí he tenido relaciones con algunos animales y eso, pero, ¿sabes? Algo que me nace a mí.
Yeah, you know, I feel good whenever I hear that nickname. And, you know, for me, obviously, it's just trying to stay focused. And, yeah, I've had some relations with some animals, and, you know, thankfully they've gone well.
Go in the middle.
Do you have a favorite reptile?
¿Tiene un reptil favorito? ¿Un animal favorito reptil?
Cocodrilo.
Crocodile. Why? ¿Por qué?
¿Sabes? ¿Sabes? El cocodrilo es como así calmado, pero cuando está dentro del agua, ¿sabes? Como que tiene agresivo.
Yeah, you know, crocodiles seems like, you know, they're calm, but they're, you know, when they get in the water, they can get aggressive.
Anything else for Cristian? All right. Thanks for coming in, guys.
And there you go, Cristian Javier with his just straight face, just calm, cool, and collected, and answered some great questions. There are actually some good questions in there asking about the Rangers offense. I love the El Reptile question. I love the crocodile response, and fully confident in what he's going to bring to the Astros on the mound in Game 3. And in our next segment, we will have Martin Maldonado talk about what he expects to see and some questions he gets about Cristian Javier, and you'll enjoy the way he answers those. But next. This episode is brought to you by Bird Dogs. Bird Dogs stretch khaki shorts are designed to fit slimmer through the thigh and through the leg, giving you a truly sculpted look. Bird Dog shorts do exactly the same thing that Lululemon shorts do, but they fit way better. Bird Dogs are amazing. They take out the stiff, restricting cotton, and they put their own cloud knit fabric that they've invented into their pants. They look like khakis, but they stretch and they get way slimmer without having to sacrifice the movement. I have 3 pair of Bird Dog shorts, a pair of Bird Dog joggers, and they are fully functional for any occasion. Whether I'm going on a date with my wife, whether I'm golfing, whether it's in the evening out by the pool, working out, lounging, it doesn't matter. I promise you, bird dogs are a great accessory for any occasion. So go to birddogs.com/lockedonmlb and enter the promo code lockedonmlb at checkout for a free Bird Dogs water bottle. That's right. We know in Texas it's hot pretty much year round. And although it may be cool right now, we know it'll heat up pretty soon. So that's birddogs.com/lockedonmlb for a free water bottle at checkout. You won't want to take your bird dogs off. We promise you. And this episode is also brought to you by Hooters. Hooters makes you happy. That's right. Every week, if you're going there, if you're listening on a Wednesday, they have buy one, get one boneless wings. Check it out. They also have $3 Blue Moons any days, drafts, and $9.99 Michelob Ultra pitchers. No matter the occasion, Hooters is ready to make you happy. And the Astros do play on Wednesday night, Game 3, so go check it out. And why not be served by the world-famous Hooters girls? If you want to try out one of my favorites, I love the honey chipotle, buffalo wings, and fries. Those are my favorite. I also love the smoked wings, so grab that as well. But look, you and your buddies can go hang out, go watch the Astros game. And look, on Thursday night, if you want to go on the same day they have a game after Thursday Night Football, they have happy hour at NASA and Pearland. So come hang out where the Locked On Astros boys hang out and watch the Astros and grab some great grub and some great brews from Humble to Pasadena to Pearland to NASA to Galveston, anywhere in between, even Sugarland. You can check it out. Featured beers on taps, and tell them that the Locked On boys sent you, and you will get a free basket of fried pickles. Up next, the words of the man, Martin Maldonado.
We'll get started with Martin Maldonado. We'll start with Brian in the middle.
After losing with your top two starters on the mound, how do you think the pitching staff is positioned to help you guys dig out of this hole at this point, and what do you think their mindset will be?
I think two games could go either way. I think our JV keep us in the game. And then I think Famba had that one bad inning for the first inning. Other than that, I think our pitching staff has been pretty good. I would say, like I told you guys before, we got Javier going, one of our best starters, especially when we most need a win. I think we feel really confident. We've been in this situation before, down in the series, and all we got to do is take it one game at a time.
Go on the right to Chandler.
Martin, we know you guys have had a couple team meetings just at times this year. Is now the time for that, or is it just kind of everything's kind of best left unsaid? You guys kind of know what you need to do?
I think we know what we need to do. Actually, I don't think we really need a team meeting. I feel like last two games we played a really good game. Other than that tough first inning yesterday, I think pitching staff been doing a pretty good job on, people getting on base. We got a couple of solo homers, I think, yesterday. Other than that, we haven't got the big hit. I think we, as a team, we feel pretty good, even though that we are down 2-0.
We'll go in the middle in the back.
How would you describe what it's like to catch Javier with the stuff he has?
Fun.
What makes him so good out there?
I don't know. To have a pitch anytime. Good fastball, good sliders. Tap the hitters. And there's no any moment can beat to him. So, I think that's why I think he's going to be really good tomorrow.
Go in the middle to Matt.
Martin, just what's been the biggest difference that you've seen with Javier maybe in the last three starts compared to much of the second half?
I don't know. I can answer that. I can give you secrets.
We'll go in the front left to Steven.
Martin, talk about the comfort level you guys have in this ballpark. I mean, you guys have hit a lot of home runs, scored a lot of runs, and won a lot of games. So what is it about this park? And I guess it's not a bad place to be if you're trying to get back on track.
I think we're seeing the ball good here. We feel really comfortable here as a team. There's a lot of outfield grass where, a blooper can fall down. Also, the ball goes pretty much center and a lot of places around the ballpark. So I think we're in the right stadium to make a comeback.
We'll go on the left to Adam.
Martin, we've heard you guys praised for being a club that doesn't really panic. In addition to Javi's stuff, the mentality that you rave about, is he maybe the perfect guy to have on the mound in this predicament?
Yeah, I think any other four starter we have, we feel really comfortable, giving a chance to win. I mentioned Javi because it's the one pitching tomorrow, but I think Javi, has done it for, he did it in Minnesota, he did it last year. I think we're losing 2-1 in the World Series, and he stepped up. I don't think it's a big moment for him. Like I say before, you don't call him the Reptile for something. I feel like that guy, he doesn't have any blood going to his, his veins. So, he's the right guy for us, and we believe on him. And, couldn't be more happy to have him on the mound tomorrow.
Go in the middle, Disha.
Just given the fact that you guys do play and hit better on the road, did it feel like a little bit of a relief coming here today?
I don't think it's a relief because we hit better on the road. I think we gotta win some games. It doesn't matter if we play here or in Yankee Stadium. So it doesn't matter the stadium. I think we gotta focus on winning games, and we're here now, so might as well win here.
Do you have any idea why you think you guys play better on the road?
If I would have known that, I think we would make adjustment at the beginning of the year. So, tough to answer.
Go right here in the front with Matt.
Last night, Alex Bregman talked about taking it pitch by pitch, which is different than one game at a time. He meant one pitch at a time. How do you look at it?
We look at it pitch by pitch. We can not think about the 27 out if you made the first out. So it's pitch by pitch, try to win every pitch in every inning from both sides of the play. So both sides of the game. So we like I said, we've been there before. We had the right guys going tomorrow as a team. So it's a matter of executing the little things. The stuff that us make us different is having a big hit, pitching, defense. So I think that's starting with that.
All right, Martin, thanks for coming in.
I love Martin Maldonado throwing up the peace signs. Look, a lot of people had not had a lot of good things to say. Even heard things at game one from people in the stands that really just at the first chance they get, they just badmouth him. And look, he is a hard player not to like, and I understand, the whole debate what's gone on all season, but fully confident in this leader behind the dish with him and Cristian Javier pairing up as battery mates. And what will Dusty do with the lineup? I guess we will see when the lineup comes out. Will Chas McCormick or Mauricio Dubon be in center field? We know Brantley more than likely. Look, he usually plays left field, but his knees aren't great in Arlington. So does that mean he's DH? Does that mean Jordan's in left field? We'll have to see. So thank y'all for tuning in. This is a special postseason edition of Locked On Astros. Remember, we are your team every single day. And look, just make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like. If you get a chance, go to Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star rating, a review. We appreciate that. Listen to the Astros play the Rangers Wednesday in Game 3 of the ALCS at 7:03 p.m. Catch the hometown play calls in SiriusXM. Go to the SXM app and search Astros. Hey, I'm Htown Wheelhouse. Let's go Astros. Look, maybe nobody's ever come down from 0-2, but you know what? Those people that have tried it have never been the Houston Astros. So let's turn the pages in history books and let's make them remember the Houston Astros. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. For everyone here at Locked On Astros, we're your team every day. Go Stros. catch that dub, boys.